Hi all, welcome to another Cooking Around the World in our COVID lockdown state. Here we are coming from our kitchen with Jackie on the camera.
Hello.
Today we're doing a nice little recipe. It's a zucchini and feta slice. Very handy recipe, very handy dish to have around in the fridge just to warm up. We just had one for lunch then, a bit of a reheat in the microwave, put a little bit of salad on the side, great little snack to have. This could be used at room temperature, take it to a picnic, a barbecue, or as I said, once it's cooked, let it cool a little bit and serve it with a salad. Is excellent. We'll get into it straight away. We start off with 5 eggs. Right, simple, 5 eggs, and we'll beat them up. As usual, I'm saving a little bit of time on the video here. I've chopped up a few things in preparation, because you don't need to see me chopping things on video. That's about right. There we go. That's pretty beat up. Right, now next thing we do, we have to add some self-raising flour. So this is 1 cup of self-raising flour. I find the best thing to do to make it easy to whoa, that's got a hell of a look from behind the camera then. The easiest thing to help blend it through the eggs a bit easier, or mix it with the eggs, is just to sift it, and this is what I use for my sifter. So, in there, start stirring it up. It will get a bit lumpy anyway, but this helps to take out, and it'll help to aerate the flour too. There we go. And then I'll just stir this through. Try to amalgamate all the egg and self-raising flour. Always do it. Did you see that one, Jack?
No.
Bit of a snowstorm.
The cat won't want the flour.
Let's get the cleaners later with them. Not looking very advertising. Not looking very appetizing at the moment. We'll put the whisk into that and smooth that all out now. Okay. It's worthwhile just spending a little bit of time doing this. You can see the lumps coming out already. Let's smooth it out. There we go. Have a quick look with that, Jackie. Nice and smooth. Because then we can start adding our other ingredients. I'll put the whisk aside at this stage. We'll get our zucchini into the mix. That's, as per the recipe, 375 grams of zucchini, or it's 2 medium-sized zucchini or 1 monster. And I'll put the other ingredients in also. We've got the onion. I'm using a red onion today because I like the taste of red onion. When you roast out the red, this will go into the oven. When you roast it out in the oven, the red onion does take on a sweeter, I find, a sweeter flavour. I'm using, for the feta, I'm using the Greek feta, the Dodoni feta. I just find the Greek feta crumbles more easily. It's a bit milder salt-wise than a lot of the other fetas. I also use Danish feta, which is a slightly milder flavour, but it's a lot softer and creamier, so it makes a hell of a mess when you're trying to crumble it in. Look. With the Danish feta, as it's a lovely feta, but if you try and do that, you end up with more stuck to your fingers than goes in the bowl. Right, I'm going to use the fork now to amalgamate all of this. Let's get it stirring. Just take a few moments to put this together. Now the self-raising flour will help aerate the slice. There we go. I'm going to take this a little bit beyond the standard recipe because I can't leave any recipe alone. I'm going to put in a handful of Parmesan cheese, because who doesn't like Parmesan cheese? And this will also help to add a little bit of saltiness into the flavour. And the recipe calls for about a 1/4 cup of oil. I'm using just a nice virgin olive oil. That's just about do it. Dash of pepper. What do they say, Jackie? Never have too much pepper. Thank you.
I thought that was salt.
No. That's coriander. That's for our mate Gary. You never have too much coriander, Gary. Okay. Quick mix up of that lot. Just to get that oil and the pepper and the Parmesan mixed through it. Big chunk of onion there, but just break that up a bit. I sometimes cut the onion down a lot finer than this, which does just disappear into the slice. I just thought this time I might cut it a bit chunkier, because as I said, the red onion, when you roast it off in the oven now, it does take on a sweetness, and you do get really nice little sweet onion hits through this. Now I'm just going to spray up some trays. We've greased and lined a tray, lined it with baking paper. Second one, I'll show you what we're going to do with that now. I just want to show you how versatile this recipe can be. What we're going to do, that's the recipe as per what's written. That's the dish so far. I'm just going to make a small one out of that. For those who like to remain meat free at this point.
Like me.
I wasn't going to name anyone there, Jacqueline. But for meatheads like me, I want to take it a little bit further. Now the recipe actually does call for bacon. So there's our bacon. This is where I'm going to take a little bit further. I'm going to add some corn. Why? I love corn. Also, what I want to do is, I had some leftovers. This is some florets. This is just some cauliflower that I had roasted, and it was been in the fridge. I absolutely loved roast cauliflower. I also had some roast red onion from a roast we did the other day. So I thought, let's use it all. Blobs of roasted red onion in there. We have a visitor. Of course.
He wants some bacon.
He wants bacon. He can't have bacon. Just give that a quick stir in. Pour that over the top. I've made this slice quite a few times. We actually used it for the cooking group back in the days when it was the men's cooking group. About 2.5 years ago. We've done this recipe quite a few times, but I've never done it this way and put the leftover roast vegetables in it. So I reckon you could do this with roast potato, anything that's left over in the fridge really. That's sort of because I absolutely love roast cauliflower. There we are, some roast cauliflower in it too. And once again, I can't leave any recipe alone, so taking one more step on this, which I will add to the recipe. So anyone from my cooking group who has seen this recipe before, they won't have this bit. So if you actually watch the video, you're getting all these extra little tricks. I'm going to put some grated cheese on top. Because why, Jackie?
We love cheese.
Why not? That's all I'm saying. Why not? As I said, I've made this a few times, and I just thought, well, it's such a lovely little dish, but why not play with it? Here we go. Simple as that. That's now going to go in the oven, and then we'll come back 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it takes to do it. Make sure it's nice and brown. Give it time. It goes into a 170 degree preheated oven. You don't cook this one really hard. You don't want to, really high heat is it? You don't want it to burn on top and be still uncooked in the middle, because remember this is flour and eggs, so that has to just cook through. Okay, into the oven with it. We will catch you back here in about half hour or so. Okay, let's just get these out of the oven.
Smells good.
Smells excellent. Jackie, look at all that cheesy, bacony goodness. Okay, we'll just let it cool for a moment and then we'll serve up. Okay, here we are. We've just removed the slice from the pan. What I'm going to do is just cut a nice size lunchy chunk. There we go. Bacon, corn, everything in there. Look at that. Served up with a little salad. Can't go wrong. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.